Hello, everybody. Welcome. I'm back this week to do another live segment. If anybody is interested in having some trapped emotions released from your body, trapped emotions really do wreak havoc in the body. They really can wear us down. So let me just give you a brief synopsis before we start, okay? Give you an idea of what it is that we're doing. First, let me just give you a little background on myself. My name is Sherry. I've been an energy practitioner involved in energy medicine for 25 plus years. And I've evolved through the years in working with many modalities, and now using the emotion code, body code. And soon to be using the addition to that would be I'm trying to think what it's called. What do you call it? I'll think of it in a minute. Anyway, I'm going to be certified in 3 of the Dr. Bradley Nelson's works. The 3rd one is the belief code. It's a simple process, and we're using applied kinesiology muscle testing and magnets with this work. It's designed to help alleviate physical and emotional wounds by identifying and correcting the root cause in the first place. What's triggering that? So with that said, the body goes through internal changes and shifts, letting go of stuck emotional energies with this work. It's a bit of a shift for the body as it recalibrates and adjusts from low vibration emotional frequencies that have been stuck in the body for a long period of time, oftentimes since childhood, and then they're released from the system. And the reason they're stuck, the challenges or traumas that we experience in life were just unable to be processed. Hence, they remain stuck in the body. And everything is energy. So emotions have a frequency as well. This work that I do is all about energy and frequencies. I work with people and animals, and I've had some great success with both. And I do this work completely remotely. 95% of people and animals' physical or emotional pain is due to their emotional or physical traumas that we all experience in life. We just get stuck because we can't process them. So the energy of the emotion remains stuck in the body until we can release it, and it causes inflammation, physical pain, congestion, recurring emotional distress, depression, anxiety, etc. Everything is energy and has a vibration, and that does include organs, glands, bones, meridians, tissue, and emotion. Yes, emotions do have a frequency. They have a vibration. So some vibrations that we attract are lower in frequency than our organs and glands, and it causes them to weaken and work less efficiently because they've got too much heavy, dense energy strangling them, literally. So these can bring on issues like liver problems, heart disease, stomach ulcers, hernias, kidney stones, cancer, diverticulitis, gallbladder, low back pain, and so many more. And in some cases, the need for a release or replacement of an organ like thyroid or knees, gallbladder, hips. I know myself, I've worked with many people that have had that, but I'm sure you have too. I work with people and animals across the globe remotely, so there's no need to come to an office. And I've had great success working remotely. And the reason for that, I believe, is that the analytical mind or the ego mind is quiet, doesn't get in the way, and the nervous system rests, gives it a break. I have found that this work goes a whole lot deeper into the body than any other modality I've worked with in the 25 years that I've been, plus years, coming up on 30. Many people have had such relief from this, helping the body help itself. This modality works as an assist. We do not do the work for you. We're simply helping the body help itself. You know, the body was always meant to help itself and can heal itself. We just need to give it an assist. And that's what we're doing. So it also releases inherited trapped emotion energies, not your own, and they're passed down from ancestors through your parents. The body code is trademarked and it's designed to remove potentially damaging emotional and physical energy frequencies. Okay, it works with circuitry systems, chakras, acupuncture meridians, and energy circuits of the organs and glands. Sometimes we have to work in a certain order, though, as the body isn't always ready for clearing a specific area until some balancing is done elsewhere in the system, because it's so deep-seated, you can't even get to it. So please take some time, go to my website if you like, and go to the homepage. That's energyworkstudio.com. And while you're in the homepage, just click on the educational video fundamentals of the emotion code. It'll give you a maybe 20-minute discussion and a demonstration of how we work with this particular modality. It's really a fantastic modality. I've really enjoyed working with it these last 4 years. It's been great, just great. You can also watch any of my educational YouTube videos that I have done through the years, and those are also on my website. Just click on YouTube videos. All right, so let's get started. And I'll try to give you a little more information as we keep going. Now, if anybody is feeling anxiety, physical pain in low back, knees, hips, let's just see if there's some trapped emotions there, and we'll see if we can release some, give you some relief. Or if you simply have a question, feel free to leave a question, and I'll try to do my best to answer it. All right? So let's see. What can we do here? See if there's anybody that's stepped up, and we'll jump right in here. Okay, so we're looking for people that are feeling some pain. They're not really happy. They're not really even sure what the heck the pain is coming from. Let's just see if we can find something. All right, so in the meantime, I'll leave you all quick. And for those that are just jumping in, give me a shout out. Just let me know you're here, and we'll see what we can do to help your system. All right. So let me see if I can give you a little bit more information while we're waiting for people to step up. So as we continue, let me just see what I have here. I know we've talked about quite a bit. We've talked about, trapped emotions like we did today, and how they can become trapped in the body. We've talked about heart walls in the past. We've talked about trapped emotions. And that I find myself is very fascinating. I like to talk about people that have left me trapped testimonials. Fascinating, the different things that people go through and how they feel after we have released some junk from their trunk. So let me just see if I can find one. There's so many. Let me just see if I can find one for you. Let's see. I think that you'll find fascinating. Let's see. I had someone leave me something recently that I was really taken back by. I thought I was just so happy for them that they had an opportunity to get some relief. Let's see. Must be down here. Not there either. Well, I thought I had something specific, and I really wanted to leave you this. Let's see. I think we're getting closer to it. Hang on a minute. Testimonials are really helpful because they help everybody. They help other people that are on the fence, and they're either afraid or they're not really sure, what to experience here, or what they will experience. So testimonials are super helpful for other people. Let's see. All right. Let's see. It was a female, and she was just so happy. She was just so happy. She got so much relief from her shoulder pain, her low back pain. I just wanted to give it to you in her words rather than my own. Mm-hmm. Well, I was in the process of posting that on my website, and oftentimes when I do that, I place it in one place so that I can get back to it. Let's see, one more check here. No, nope, not here. Okay, well, I'm not here either. That's too bad. Well, I will find it, and I'm going to put it on my website so that you can all have an opportunity to read newer testimonials. All right. So in the meantime, anyway, let me just see if she left me something here. I'll read it from this. A lot of people leave me text messages. Let's see if she left it here. I don't think she did, though. Let's see. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No. Okay, well, it's available. I'm just not able to find it at this moment in time, but that's okay. I will find it, and I will be posting that on my testimonials page. So in the meantime, let me see if I can give you a little bit more information about what we were talking about earlier. You know, I know we've talked about hot walls in the past. We've talked about trapped emotion release. You know, this process, we use magnets or we use fingertips. Your fingertips are magnetized, so we can use your fingertips as well. And that's pretty much what I use, just fingertips. I stopped using the magnets almost immediately after getting involved in this work because it wasn't necessary, even though it does the same thing. And the reason we use magnets or fingertips because they're magnetized is because it's a very powerful, magnets are very powerful carriers of intention. You know, and that's what we use with this work, intention, along with muscle testing to find what we need. And we're simply tuning into a person's subconscious higher self. You know, once we have permission from a person or permission to work on their animal or their pet, we can tune into the subconscious. And the subconscious holds all the information of every single thing that we've ever been through in life. So, you know, while we're going through things in life, the subconscious holds that information. Whereas the conscious mind doesn't always hold everything, but the subconscious does. So it's amazing how this takes place. So as we continue, let me just see. The camera slid a little bit. So as we continue, the subconscious is the one that's the director. So my ego steps out, your ego steps out. And when we do that, your subconscious higher self gives us the information needed of where things are trapped in your bodies and why. You know, what happened and when, what age. We can actually even get the age of when something was trapped in your body. So the conscious mind doesn't always hold all that information. It's the director. It helps us on a daily basis, like if you're driving in your vehicles, and you come to a stop sign. That's the conscious mind saying, stop, there could be traffic coming the other way. Or a traffic light, same thing. Somebody crossing the street, or if you're cooking on the stove, you know, don't put your hand there, you could burn yourself, things like that. That's the conscious mind. The subconscious holds everything that we've experienced in life, and that's the difference. It's like a holding vault. It holds all information, surgeries you ever had, traumas that you experienced, whether it was a car accident or something you witnessed that was horrific, anything challenging. If you went through a divorce, if your parents went through a divorce and you were only just a little child, 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, children are not equipped for that kind of emotion. So when they go through something like that, it's, very challenging for a child. They're not equipped to have that kind of emotion to have to tackle. So immediately what happens is this trapped emotion caught in the body also can have a heart wall set up. That's how heart walls are set up. So very interesting, this work. So what we're doing really essentially is we're locating the root cause of what took place in the system. And it's just designed to help alleviate the physical or the emotional wounds by identifying and correcting the root cause. That's all we're doing. And then we can release it once we've found it. And excuse me, oftentimes we may find something that's so deep-seated, it may have many, many layers to it. And that's where the body code part of the emotion code comes in. So let me just show you here. Okay, so this is the emotion code right here. This is the chart we use for the emotion code, okay? I'll just give you a small synopsis of it. There's 60 trapped emotions here. Let me get my pencil. There's 60, okay, in this column A, and then this column B, and then go all the way down, okay, both columns. And then there's 6 rows over here of organs and glands. These organs and glands are what is attracting and pulling into the system these emotions that are low frequency. These organs and glands pull them in when they're struggling. They attach to them, so they pull them in. Okay, so that's the emotion code, just so that you know that's how that works. And then we also work with the body code, which goes a little bit deeper into the body. And this is the app. Let me see if I can turn this so that it's not quite so bright. And you can kind of see it. Yes. If I turn it sideways, you can see it better. But there's 6 different topics that we are going to start with, that we work with. Let me turn it the other way. All right. I think you can see that now. So as we're working with your system, if we find that, there's something going on with your liver, we're asking, what's the root cause for the liver being upset and unhappy, distressed, or stressed out? Because I check a person's body, especially if it's a new client, I check to see if 30 of the organs and glands are imbalanced, blocked, stressed, or unhappy. And let's just say I find the liver is unhappy and stressed. We're going to ask if it's in one of these, the root cause, in one of these 6. Is it in the energy field? Is it in the energy chart? Is it in the circuit chart? Is it in the misalignment chart? Is it a pathogen or a toxin? Or is it something nutritionally that's off? So what I usually do is I just go one at a time down each one. So let's just say we stop at the circuits and system chart, okay? I wish there wasn't so much of a glare. I apologize for that. But the background is white, so that's why it glares. But let's just say I keep going, and I'm going to continue to ask. Okay, so where are we going from here? We're connected to your subconscious, and we're going to keep asking. I'll say, where are we going from here? What's triggering the liver to be unhappy and stressed? Is it in the disconnection chart, which would be this? Is it in the system chart? Is it in the body cycle chart? Is it in an organ chart? If I get a yes, that means that another organ in your body is unhappy and also triggering the liver to be unhappy. Now, that's what we would call an associated imbalance. So it's associated with the liver and it's triggering it. So now you have two organs that are imbalanced and unhappy. Okay, so now we're going to find where is this other one. So it's in one of the organs. Let's find which one it is. Let's just keep going. So let's say we're working with a male. Is it the stomach? And I get a no. And what we're doing is muscle testing. This is a yes. This is a no. Okay. So that's how I work with this modality, muscle testing. You can also use the arm of a person. This is a yes if it stays solid. And then this is a no if it drops. All right. So as we continue, if I'm searching and I'm looking for where this is, let's see. So we've already asked, is it the stomach? And if I get a no, we're just going to keep going. Okay, so is it the spleen or is it the lungs? And each one of these, you can see how many topics there are in here. There we go. It's a little bit better. I'm still working to try to get this perfected and get help with me. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 12 that we work through organs to find other organs that may be associated with it. So, we ask one at a time and we go all the way down. Let's just go down to the kidneys. So let's just say, yeah. Is it the kidneys? And I get a yes. This is what we're going to get. This is a yes. All right. So I'll click the kidneys chart, and then you can see there's a lot of information here. I'm trying to make this easier for you guys, but you can see that there's a lot of information in here that we're going to pull up for you. And I send a transcript to every one of my clients so that you have an indication of what's going on and why. So the kidneys were upset and imbalanced, and they in turn were upsetting the liver, which was upsetting and imbalancing the liver. So what we have to do is rebalance both of them. But we have to find out, is there trapped emotion triggering this? So if I ask, since we got to the kidneys and we know that's upset and unhappy, is there a trapped emotion at the kidneys? Let's say I get a yes. Okay, oh my gosh. So we're going to pull this chart up and we're going to ask, is it in an even row, which would be 2, 4, or 6, or is it an odd row, 1, 3, or 5? Wherever it's your subconscious sends us is where we're going to go and ask. So let's just say it sends us to an odd row. That would be in it's row 3. We're going to ask, is it column A or column B? Let's just say it's column A, row 3. We're going to ask of these 5 right here. We're going to ask because that's where your subconscious sent us. Okay, so is it crying? Is it discouragement, rejection, sadness, sorrow? So those are the ones we're going to ask about. And if I get a yes for any one of them, that's your yes. That's telling us there was a trapped emotion at the kidneys that needs to be released. And then we, in turn, rebalance the kidneys. If both are imbalanced, if it's only one or the other, we find out which one it is. Is it the right kidney or is it the left kidney? There's your yes. We'll rebalance it. And then we'll go up to the liver. Let's set the intention. Is there a trapped emotion maybe that surfaced here since we found one at the kidneys? If I get a no, we move on and just ask. Let's set the intention then to rebalance and reset the liver lovingly. So what we're doing at that point is we're using the governing meridian. Okay, so it starts right here. And we're releasing by the governing meridian by swinging 4 times, usually 3, but I usually go with 4. 3 or 4 swings or rolls up and over the crown, down the back of the neck as far as you can go. Now, if I'm doing a lecture at an event somewhere and I'm on a stage or a podium and the person is standing next to me, I will then intend to use their arm. And then when I find it, I will use a magnet like this. And it can be as simple as just a magnet off of your refrigerator. Okay? Just a magnet off your refrigerator. And that's what we'll do. Same thing. If you prefer to use a magnet, it's 3 or 4 rolls over the crown 3 or 4 times. Okay? Or your fingertips because they're magnetized. And then we ask, have we successfully released the trapped emotion we found at the kidneys? 9 out of 10 times you're going to get a yes. But if we didn't, we redo that process again and then ask again, and then we get a yes. And then we rebalance both. And that is how we use the body code end of this work. So I hope that you found this interesting and fascinating. I know that sometimes it can be a little overwhelming when we have a lot going on, but this is the reason we have a lot going on. We have trapped emotions, that kind of get in the way. Their frequencies are different than our own organs, glands, tissues, bones, etc. Their frequency is much lower than our organs and glands. So our organs and glands, let's say, vibrate here. This low vibration emotions that we have trapped in our bodies, they vibrate way down here, and they wreak havoc with these organs and glands, and they don't work as effectively. So this is just to give you an indication of what some of these emotions are: abandonment, betrayal, love unreceived, forlorn, heartache, vulnerability, failure, confusion, grief. Who doesn't feel grief? I mean, even if you lose your pet and you're only 6 years old, 8 years old, that's great grief. I mean, that's great grief for an adult losing their pet. That's part of the family, I mean, that's difficult. Depression, frustration, anger, resentment, dread, fear, horror, shame. That's a very low frequency. Fear is a very low frequency. Jealousy. I think you get the idea. Overwhelm, unworthiness. Those frequencies are very low of those emotions. So when they get trapped in the body, they do really raise havoc with the organs and glands. So they're not working as effectively. All right, so I hope that you found this interesting. As we continue, I'm here every Wednesday offering people free sample segments for anybody that's feeling pain in their knees or their hips, their elbows, they have headaches, they're feeling anxiety attacks, just feeling anxiety, panic attacks, whatever you're experiencing. Tune in and we'll see if we can release and check to see if there's trapped emotions in your body and release them that are triggering all of this pain that you're experiencing. So, in the meantime, take care. Have a wonderful week this week. And if you're interested, go to my website, energyworkstudio.com, and click on the educational video on the homepage. It'll show you a little bit of information. It's a video. It's about maybe 15 to 20 minutes long. And it'll give you a discussion, and you'll be able to watch a sample of what it is that I'm just discussing here today. Same thing. But move around in the website. You can read some information in there on the heart wall. Just click on, at the top of the page, you'll click on the About. There's only 4 icons at the top. Click on the About, and you'll see 2 or 3 different windows open up. Click on the Emotion Code, Body Code. When you get in there, you can read about that, how it works in mind. You'll also read, if you continue reading, you'll see the heart wall. What is a heart wall anyway? And how is that created? It gives you some information on that. But also go to my testimonials page. There's a lot of testimonials in there on people that I've worked on and animals. So check that out. And then leave me a question here if you have a question or two. I'll do my best to answer it for you. And in the meantime, I hope that everybody has a great day. I hope the holidays were wonderful. Look forward to seeing you guys next week. You take care, lovingly. Sending you love and light frequencies. Bye for now. Sherry, Energy Work Studios, and today's segment is Sherry's Metaphysical Corner. Bye for now.